kids, my name is Hannah and I'm an education aide here at Charleston County Parks, and this is Nature in Your Neighborhood. They say that April showers bring May flowers, so grab your rain boots and let's learn a little bit about thunderstorms. There are three main stages for thunderstorm formation. The first stage is called the Cumulus Stage, and it begins when water evaporates and mixes with warm air. When this warm, moist air is pushed upwards, for example if it hits the side of a mountain or clashes with a cold front, it moves higher into the sky, and the water vapor in it turns into water droplets. This is called condensation. You might have seen condensation if you're drinking a cold glass of water, and you see all that water on the side of the cup. A big, puffy cloud is created out of these water droplets, and this cloud is called a Cumulus Cloud. As more and more water droplets are formed, the cloud gets heavier and fuller. This is called the mature stage. As the cloud becomes more saturated, it turns a dark gray. I'm sure you've seen these dark gray clouds in the sky. The cloud is now called a Cumulonimbus Cloud. Eventually, the cloud becomes so full of water, it just can't hold on to it anymore, and it releases it back to the earth as rain, also known as precipitation. Now, because the atmosphere gets colder the higher up you go, some of these water droplets don't form into the cloud, and instead they freeze into ice crystals. And as these ice crystals bump into each other, they generate an electric charge, which causes lightning. Did you know that lightning can be up to 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit? That's 5 times hotter than the sun. Thunder is a sound produced by lightning. You just hear it after the lightning strike because sound travels way slower than light. The last stage is called the Dissipating Stage. Eventually, the warm, moist air runs out of water, and the storm slowly dies out. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I hate thunder. But even though storms can be scary and can do scary things, most of the storms aren't too severe. If you know a storm is approaching, go inside immediately. But if you're stuck outside, stay away from tall objects such as trees and all water, because lightning is attracted to both of these things. And try to avoid being stuck in the middle of the field, which makes you the tallest thing around. Severe thunderstorms have the capability of producing hail, tornadoes, flooding, and even squalls, which are rapid, intense wind speeds. This is why it's important to listen to your parents if a storm is approaching. Even though thunderstorms can be scary and do scary things, they're actually really beneficial for the environment. The rain returns water back to the earth, the wind helps clear out old, dead trees and plants and helps spread their seeds, and do you ever notice how it feels cooler after a storm has passed? That's because all of that cool, fresh air has been pushed back down to the earth. Now that you know a little something about storms, you can create one at home inside of a jar. Here's how. So our glass of blue-dyed water will represent our rain, our glass of clear water will represent our air, and our foaming shaving cream will represent our cloud. And you might need a turkey baster, or if you have a pipette at home, either will do. I started by heating up my water in the microwave for about a minute. This just helps move the process along more smoothly. And it's kind of like in real life when the air is warm and moist. Just make sure that if you're heating up your water and you need your parents' help, you ask them. Now you can start by putting your cloud into the water. So I've made my cloud rather small. It tends to work better when the cloud is smaller, but it's up to you. It's your imagination. It's your cloud. You can make your cloud any way that you want. Now you want to suck up that rainwater. Slowly and gently drop it into the center of your cloud. Now it's kind of cool because the cloud is going to start to change color depending on the dye that you used, and it's kind of almost like in real life when the white clouds turn gray as they get more saturated. I don't know if you can see, but my cloud's starting to turn a little bit blue. And it can take a few minutes depending on how big your cloud is. But you can see the water's already starting to come through the bottom, just like in real life. When the cloud just gets so full it can't hold on to all that water anymore. And that's how you make a rainstorm in a cup. Thanks for tuning in to Nature in Your Neighborhood. We'll see you again soon.